It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the 49ers and the Bears, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the San Francisco 49ers and the Chicago Bears. Week one of a new NFL season. Brandon Gaunt and Charles Davis back with you for another year from the booth. And Charles, these San Francisco 49ers last postseason, remember they were a 6 seed, came within one quarter of getting to the Super Bowl. Quite a story. And it certainly creates a lot of optimism as they begin a new season today against Chicago.
And how about the amount of history between these two franchises? You're talking two of the oldest and proudest teams in the entire league, let alone the NFC. And how about their all-time series? It's tied at 32 wins each with one tie. And how about this? They've alternated wins the last 7 meetings. Should make for a nice battle.
The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. The Chicago's offense running out, and something they hope to see for years and years to come. Second-year pro Justin Fields leading the way.
Justin Fields endured some literal growing pains his rookie season, taking hits and being forced to run for it behind a porous offensive line. But he also had moments where he showed his upside as a franchise quarterback. He did win 2 of his first 3 starts and had a 100-yard rushing game against San Francisco in Week 8. Several offseason changes in Chicago should help get Fields some help in year 2.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
To his left, and he's going to be taken down right at the line. So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Fields now to throw, eluding the pressure right. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. Taken from just outside the 30. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Now here's Trey Lance leading this 49er offense onto the field. Some very big expectations for the second-year signal caller.
San Francisco opted not to throw Trey Lance into the fire right away, bringing him along slowly last season. He still drew 2 starts, though, and showed flashes of his huge dual-threat potential in both. Almost 100 yards on the ground in a tough one against Arizona, and 280 total yards in a win over Houston. No bringing him along slowly in year 2. The keys to the car are officially his.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Well, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd and 9, Lance. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Again, it's Lance. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in the kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. On 2nd and 9, Fields. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Back to throw, Fields. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
On 1st down, Fields. Jones has it. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Fields leaving it with Montgomery here on the option. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Now Fields. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they come up now 2nd and goal. Fields. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now it's Fields. Open man, he finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bears post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
For the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Here's Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Play action, now it's Lance. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And he is going to lose yardage here. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he stopped immediately there. Now an option play on second down. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Lance on third down. Got his target, Samuel. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 11 more on that one and another first down.
First down, 49ers.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Throwing again on second down. Lance. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sand.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Throwing now is Lance. Complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Lance. Flush to it, and across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Trey Lance, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand new ball game. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was Trey Lance taking it in himself to cap the drive with a touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, it's Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Here's Fields. And again back to Kmet. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Fields on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
A final shot before the break. Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, coming in with your halftime report. First, we travel to Carolina where Cleveland would take the early lead with a 3-0 field goal. The Panthers would answer back in the second, though, and would kick a field goal of their own to tie the game up 3-3. The Panthers would get the ball back within the next minute and would march down the field. Cam Newton throws, caught by Rashard Higgins, touchdown pass, touchdown Panthers. And then right before halftime, Newton trying to get the ball off, no huddle clock. The clock will run out, and that game goes to halftime 10-3. We then travel to Atlanta, where JG snaps it in the end zone. 50 seconds left, nothing much on offense. Oh, he gets pass rushed. A safety, 2-0. The Falcons. And that game would go to halftime 2-0. Not really much any offense in that one.
We continue on with a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Niners. And in a tie ball game, they've got to be asking themselves, what can we do to get this passing game on track for the second half to come? Meanwhile, for the Bears, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets. This ball game tied, Charles, so as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Holding offense.
Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
3rd and long. It's Fields. Dancing to his left. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And there's Jaquan Brisker getting to him behind the line. Great play by the safety.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And to the 42-yard line here, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll be fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards, and the Bears take over. Elsewhere, they have gone to the second half in Carolina. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. To throw again on second down. Fields. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Fields now to throw. And that is incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just forward here with extra defensive backs in their down package. Forces the incompletion.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Lance now on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. The Niners on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the gun, it's Lance. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Here comes Pettis on the return. 51 yards on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the option, here's Montgomery. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now a 1st down throw. Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2nd down. Here's an option right. Oh, he bowls over him. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a 1st down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Here comes Mooney now in the jet sweep. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
He was brought down at the 26.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw. Fields. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Bosa in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Back to throw. Fields. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. Lance looking to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making a tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. The drive will start with an option going left. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
So now Fields and the Bears Down 10-7, a minute 4 on the clock. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. And it's knocked away and incomplete. There defensively for the breakup, Charvarius Ward. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Fields. Being chased out left. And this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. All eyes on Fields. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Fields. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opening. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for San Francisco, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.